Hi there, food lovers. I've got 2 cherry trees in my backyard. I'm thrilled to share. I've nearly completed the harvest. Since we can't eat all these cherries fresh, we'll transform the rest into something delightful. Baking is one of my greatest passions. That's why I'm making these cherry balls, or cherry cake to go quick to make and super delicious. For this, we'll need flour, either spelt or wheat, sugar, and if you like, a lower calorie alternative like birch sugar. We also need vanilla flavoring, whether liquid or powdered, a fine baking powder, a light cooking oil of your choice, and a rich, soft cheese known as quark. For glazing, sprinkle generously with powdered sugar for sweetness. Choose ripe, juicy cherries to enhance the flavor. To ensure the best flavor and texture, please wash the cherries, remove their pits, and chop or halve them into bite-sized pieces for your cherry balls. Next, we'll carefully add the creamy quark into a large mixing bowl, pour in the smooth oil, and gently add in the vanilla flavoring. Then we add the sugar and mix everything thoroughly. The best tool for this is the whisk attachment of your mixer until we achieve a wonderfully smooth mixture, which truly doesn't take long at all. In a separate, larger bowl, we'll go ahead and mix the flour with the baking powder. Blend them together thoroughly, ideally using a whisk. Now, we gently pour the smooth quark oil mixture into the bowl. Mix all the ingredients together thoroughly with a sturdy spatula that I prefer, but feel free to use a mixer if you like. But you can also use a mixer. The dough will have a somewhat firm consistency. Now, we're going to add those beautiful, juicy cherry pieces into the mixing bowl, folding them in gently or stirring them softly. I like to use a wooden spoon for this. The dough will become relatively firm at this point. Once everything is mixed together nicely, please transfer the dough onto your clean work surface. Then shape the dough into a nice round ball while making sure to lightly flour your hands first. First, take a sharp knife and cut the dough right in half. Then, from those halves, carefully divide them into quarters, and finally, slice each of those quarters in half. So we end up with 8 pieces of similar size, ensuring they bake uniformly. Take your time and pick each piece up with care. Now, gently shape each piece by rolling them between your palms into smooth, round balls. Enjoy the process for all 8 pieces, taking your time. Let's prepare a baking sheet for our creations. You can prepare the baking sheet by either lining it with baking paper or simply greasing it, then gently place your balls on top. Once they're all arranged, bake them for 25 minutes at 200 degrees Celsius convection or 180 degrees normal heat. Here they are, looking irresistibly delicious. Let them cool on a wire rack before you dive in and enjoy. Once they've cooled down enough and are safe to touch, you might want to consider doing this. And I truly recommend that you, to prepare a sweet glaze, mix powdered sugar with a bit of milk for creaminess, or try substituting with water or lemon juice for a zesty alternative. When you're making the glaze, aim for a consistency that is just slightly thick so that you can easily brush it onto the cherry balls. Feel free to adjust the amount to suit your liking, and when you're happy with it, allow them to dry. And then they're ready, and we can enjoy these delicious treats. They're perfect for when you're on the go, like I mentioned. Cherry pastries to go. I wish you lots of fun with the baking process. It's genuinely quite simple in this delightful case, so bon appétit, and I hope to see you again next time. Goodbye, bye-bye.